How's it, everyone? Hope everyone's been doing well. So you want to start reloading. We get a lot of questions on what do you need, how does it work. So I'm going to take you through some steps. In the first video I showed you guys how to clean brass via the wet tumbler. So our brass is all cleaned up, nice and dry and shiny, so we can start loading them. But what do you need to start reloading? Firstly, you need to weigh up your options. Why do you want to start reloading? And is it worth it? I would say if you shoot more than, say, twice a month, and you shoot more than, say, 400 to 500 rounds, reloading will definitely be an option for you. If you only go to the range once a month or once every second month, it might be too expensive for you. So the initial capital outlay of getting a reloading kit and everything that goes with it is quite expensive, and you need to take that in consideration. But once you have everything after that becomes way more cost effective than to buy ammo from your local gun shop. So to start off with, what do you need? I would say for 9mm, say 40, like all your pistol calibers, I would go with a progressive press. And then obviously for rifle, you'll use something like a single stage that we have over here. But the progressive press, so I use a Lee Pro 1000, that'll set you back at around 4.5 to 5,000 Rand. And then if you go to Dillon, the Dillon Square deal will set you back at around 9 to 10,000 Rand, depending where you buy. Obviously the ROE is shot at the moment with the coronavirus and so on, so the prices might have gone up in the last couple of weeks as well, so just bear that in mind. Then all you'll need after that will be obviously your brass, new pistol primers, a powder or propellant, and then your bullets. Alright, so for the powder I use MS200 or MP200. You can also use S121, and then obviously you can move over to international brands like Hodgson and so on. But that's just currently what I use. So we're going to take you through the steps of reloading on the Pro 1000, and I'll just show you how that goes. Okay guys, so here we do have the Lee Pro 1000, and this is basically what it looks like. So we've got the case collator, so we just drop a few cases in here, and it actually orientates the brass so that it's the right side up. All right, then we've got a 3 die set over here. The first stage will be a resizing and decapping die. Then the second one that you see over here is our powder through die. So we've got our powder measure here with our powder through die, and this is the bullet seating and crimp die if needed. And then here's our cases. So this will be stage 1. It'll rotate, and then as you can see over here, here's the primer trough. So you put all your primers in this guy, it feeds through with gravity, and when you press the handle forward, it actually seats the primer in stage number 2. When it goes up, obviously get your powder dispensed, and then it comes to stage 3, and only at stage 3 you have to manually then insert the bullet. But just before inserting your bullet, you always want to make sure that you have sufficient lighting to don't know if you'll be able to see this. There we go. So to see the powder inside the case, to always make sure that you have powder in your cases, then you can seat your, and that's the 3 stages. So okay, so now I can see this tube, this first tube here is empty. So now simply you just rotate the tubes, and as you can see, there's a piece of brass over there. So now just go on to the next tube. Okay, I just want to move. So what you want to do, if you've completed all your rounds, so this is now a completed round, you want to test it. Okay, so you want to test if there's no bulging on this case, and if the case is the sufficient size. So we want an overall length of 28 millimeters, and how we're going to check that is with this Lyman case gauge. Right, so these are available from probably any gun shop. I know Dave Shear has them, and Pretoria Arms. So they call it the pling test. So you're going to take your completed round, you're going to insert it, and hear that little pling. So now you can see that the primer and the case sits flush with the case gauge. Just wanted to focus. Sits flush with the case gauge, and it doesn't stick out at the bottom. So now I know for a fact that this round is the correct length and there's no bulging. So that's a completed checked round. So what I'll do now is I'll just put it in the ammo box, and it's ready to go. Okay, so now that you've seen all the components and how it works, please let me know if you want to know how to set up the dies on this press. I'll happily make a video on that. Maybe just leave a comment in the comment section below. So we're just gonna bump a few rounds out so that you guys can see really how quick and easy the process actually is. So I've just set everything up. I've checked the powder inside this case. It's all good. I've put the bullet on, and I'm gonna be crimped. So now once again, you want to make sure that there's powder inside this case. Just see your bullet.